to a bank.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and that the system is like artificially designed to be that way. You know what I mean? That it's like, oh, these are the tax laws that will encourage people. And also,
wait, but you're penalizing me for not being in debt?
Yes.
Like, that's cruel.
Well, look,
Who wrote these laws?
Look, think about what the income tax is. They penalize you for working. I mean,
Well,
it's a crime
right.
to work. No punishment is a fee. The more productive you are, the more punishment you get.
So let me ask you this question,
sure.
as an Austrian economist. Why the disparity between the tax on labor and the tax on capital?
Well, because that's the rules that the government made.
Okay,
right?
but,
well, let me say, right, because I think you're totally right about this, right? That it's like, look, I've heard you talk about this before. So like, if the capital gains tax is 15%, but then someone working pays 30%, so like, what are you saying? We would rather people be But so here's the next level to that. This is all I think that you're missing in that, because I think you're completely right in your critique of that. But okay, so if we were, let's say, to fix that disparity, there's basically two ways we could do that. One would be to raise capital gains taxes up to 30%. Okay, so the result of that would be that I guess we would disincentivize certain types of investment. Maybe the government, let's say it works out perfectly, and we are able, you know, like the people on Wall Street don't have an army of tax lawyers and accountants who can get them out of this stuff, as they always end up doing. So then DC gets more money. So then the corrupt, most powerful government in the world gets a little bit more money. They will then leverage that to borrow 3 times as much and just saddle us with more debt. It will go to politically connected cronies, right? It'll be, however, let's say the other option to that is we could lower individual taxes to 15% and now give every working family in this country a huge raise. A huge raise that they would really appreciate.
Strongly.
So that's all I'm saying. You're right about the discrepancy there, and it's totally corrupt. But it's like, what's the solution to that?
Well, the solution is, look, if you tied them to legislatively and just said, you know, they're going to be the same. The tax on capital will always be the same as the tax on labor. Then the average person, and which includes me, I don't have any investments. I just work on my salary, right? So like most people, the average person would benefit from the lobbying power of Wall Street.
Right. Right. So
they're always going to be the same, but like all of a sudden I have an army of bank lobbyists and private equity lobbyists keeping my income taxes low.
Yes. Look.